Section B will be the heart of the book, a detailed study of the 3 daily Namaskara yoga sequences taught in all tantras and universally prescribed, beginning with texts dated to about 1000 AD, forward all the way down to the modern period. My revelation of each of these 3 namaskaras will be based on passages from dozens of medieval tantric works, representing at least 6 tantric lineages. This includes Namaskara practice number 1, engaged at the juncture of dawn. Known today as classic Surya Namaskara, this sequence of 12 poses was known commonly in the ancient texts as the Dandavat Namaskara Kriya, or the ritual act of offering reverence through a series of bending poses or duns. This represents the standard 12-part classic sequence of poses, the same depicted in the commemorative stamp series presented on International Yoga Day 2016. I'll be presenting passages drawn from over 50 Sanskrit texts which teach this sequence, representing the months of the solar year and led by the solar seed mantras, Hrang, Hring, Hrung, etc. This is the core Namaskara practice of Hatha Yoga, which has come down to us through Krishnamacharya and the Bihar school. Number 2, engaged at the juncture of noon, 16 poses following the syllables of a Vedic or Tantric verse. This sequence traditionally required additional physical effort to perform, and it's here that we see the first innovation of warrior poses. The 16 poses are based on the syllables of a verse of devotional poetry chosen from either the Vedas or the Tantras. This sequence is comparable to the Sun Salutation Series B as taught by Pattabhi Jois of the Ashtanga Yoga system, who claimed, indeed, to have based that series on Vedic verses. Finally, the 3rd Namaskara, practiced at the juncture of dusk, known today as Chandra Namaskara, the devotional offering of the moon, was perhaps the most sacred of movement meditations taught in the Tantras, lost to us until now. Up to 64 possible postures comprise this dynamic, spontaneous movement, also called the chakra vinyasa, or the sequence of poses that imitate the chakras, starting with Muladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, and Anahata. This empowering practice was taught as a garland or a mala of flowing body mudras and included many subsequences of poses which survive to this day. A uniquely compassion-based practice, this evening namaskara was meant to heal and protect others.